guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to DIY Art Blast. So I'm here with a different type of painting or drawing. I'm gonna use this oil pastel today. It's from MEEDEN. I'm gonna put the link down below if you like to know where I get it from. But this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use, and you can use any brand you like. You don't have to use this, but this is what I'm using. They are very nice. They sent me this whole pack of oil pastel and I'm so excited to use this today. So let me show you step by step how to draw this. I'm gonna make like a greeting card today with this oil pastel. So let's see how it turned out. Alright, so now the first thing I'm gonna say here is this is not my type of art. I'm gonna put the name here. I don't really remember the name of the real artist, but I'm gonna put the name here of the artist who paint or draw similar type of a drawing, and you can also check out her work. It's really good. I'm gonna try something similar today, so yeah, that's my inspiration today. Alright, I'm using this watercolor paper and I'm gonna follow this color chart. So yeah, let's start. So I'm just gonna go with this orange here, light orange. I'm also gonna use this darker orange, and let's say maybe this one here. Alright, so let's start. Alright, so here's my plan. I'm gonna add a whole bunch of flowers, and you know I love flowers, so I'm gonna add some flowers here and we can just work around the flowers. Alright, so let me start with this one first. So I'm gonna try with this light color. It's kind of skin color. Alright, so again, this is my first time doing this, so I'm kind of a little nervous. I never done anything like this before. I barely used like oil pastel when I was in high school for my art project, but that only like one time. So this is my first time using this oil pastel, you can say. Alright, so let's start. So my plan is to add at least like 3 flowers, so maybe 1, 2, and 3. I'm not gonna add any message or anything like that for this card, but let's start adding some flowers. So here's how I'm gonna add my flowers. Okay, so I'm just gonna add like a whole bunch of petals. So let me just add a dot in the center first for the center of the flower, and then I'm gonna add this type of petals. Okay, I'm just gonna turn my paper as I go. As you can see, it's not perfect, but I'm gonna go over one more time because I really wanna add a little bit more texture, you can say. Alright, I'm gonna use a different color now. I'm gonna use this lighter orange. Let's see, it's this one. Alright, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna add more petals inside this time, something like this. Alright, I think that's good enough. I'm gonna use darker orange now for the center, and I'm gonna add like a little less petal this time, but basically this is what I'm doing. Now I'm gonna add the center of the flower. Maybe I'm just gonna use a black here for that, or maybe I don't really like to use a lot of black on my painting recently. I used to use a lot of black before, but I try not to. So let's say I'm gonna use this brown color here. Alright, so maybe I'm just gonna use this brown, and I'm just gonna add like a little dot here. Alright, I don't know, messed up a lot here. Alright, I think that's good enough. Now I'm just gonna add other flowers. So let me work on that quickly, and I'm gonna use a different color this time. I'm gonna work with the blue color now. So same thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use light blue, then darker blue, and I'm also gonna use a little bit of purple. Alright, so let's start with the light blue first. If you're also using your oil pastel, make sure you don't place your fingers on this when you paint it, otherwise it's all gonna smudge. At least that I know. Okay, so the only different thing I'm doing this time is I'm pressing a little bit more harder so that I don't have to go on one area too many times. So again, all I'm doing is just pressing slightly a little bit harder than last time I did here. So I'm sorry guys, I didn't realize that you were not able to see this clearly, but all I did is just add blue, light blue, dark blue, and the brown on the center. Alright, now the next flower I'm gonna make here is gonna be slightly a little bit bigger, and I'm gonna use pink mostly. Alright, so I'm just gonna make it slightly a little bit more bigger. The only difference between these two flowers is I use very less pressure when I did this petal, because that way I have to go like too many times on each petal. Here I just press a little bit more harder than last time so that I don't have to go too many times. Alright, so let's do this again. So all I did is just add the center of the flower first, and then I'm just gonna add the petals. Okay, so as you can see, I have to go like only one time this time. Actually, I also have this darker pink that I'm gonna use. Alright, I think I love this. I'm just gonna add the center. Again, I'm just gonna use this brown here. I'm gonna use this different brown. Perfect. Alright, I'm just gonna add some more greenery around now, and I'm gonna use, let's say, this light green. So basically all I'm gonna do is just use this green I have. Okay, so first I'm just gonna add like a bunch of lines on the stems. Alright, so coming out from here like that. Alright, now I'm gonna add some leaves on it. Now I'm gonna do the same thing almost, and I'm gonna use this light dark green. I'm gonna use this green. It's like a mint green. Yep. Alright, so basically this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start from the bottom one. So something like this. I think I like to use the flat. Do you see? I'm trying to learn. So all of this looks completely different, which is okay. So I always like to say this is nothing is perfect. So just keep doing, keep drawing, keep painting, and it's just a process that you enjoy. It's not about how it turned out. Alright, so let me go ahead and add more leaves here. Right, I think I want to add like one more flower here, so I'm gonna use, let's say, red color. All right, so I'm gonna start with this red. Now this time I'm gonna add slightly little different type of a flower. You can say I'm adding a rose. All right, so I'm just gonna add like a circle here with this red. Now to add this circle, I'm just gonna add different type of line. So basically this is what I'm doing. I'm just adding like this type of a line, and I'm overlapping this green. Okay, I'm just gonna use this darker green now. I'm just gonna go over it one more time. Okay, now I'm just gonna use this light red again. Same way. Okay, now I'm just gonna use this lighter red one more time. Okay, I'm just gonna fill that in. Now I'm just gonna use white color. All right, now I'm just gonna add more like petals, so something like this. Not really blending that a lot. Okay, so something like this. Okay, I'm just gonna repeat the same thing again. I'm just gonna use red and just gonna try to create the petals. I'm gonna try using this orange. All right. And I'm just gonna add the center of the flower using just this brown. And actually I'm gonna use a black because this is kind of a little darker. I'm gonna make this a little bit more darker, so that's why I have to use a black here. Oops. Okay, cute. All right, I'm gonna add some more flowers similar way. So let's say I have enough space for maybe right here and right here, so I'm gonna add more flowers. I'm gonna use, let's say, this blue. I'm gonna use different shades of blue. Line on the edges. Okay, I'm gonna use darker as I'm going inside. Okay, and then I'm just going to use the lightest blue for the center. Okay, and I'm going to use a little bit of black. Like that. All right, I'm going to add like one more red flower. And then I'm just going to use this kind of this light orange for the center. Okay, I'm just going to add more petals around this by adding this type of lines. Okay, and then just a black one more time. Perfect. So basically I'm trying to cover all of this center area with some more leaves. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this all different colors here to just kind of cover all of this area. Not gonna go too crazy, but I don't want to see any white space. Okay, so basically I'm just adding this type of dots. Okay, I'm gonna also use this light green right here. Okay, I'm just gonna use this dark green around this light area. I'm just gonna continue fill all of this space. I'm just gonna use maybe this light green right here, just randomly adding this light green. And perfect, here I'm all done. Now this is all I'm gonna do. Let me know what you think about this. I think what I'm gonna do, let me show you. I'm gonna let this dry completely. I don't know how long it will take to dry, but this is what I like to use. You can also use like white ready-made card. This is what I'm gonna use. I'm just gonna put this and glue this right here. I'm not really adding any message here because if usually I add message, it's hard to sell, but trust me, I'm not gonna sell this. I'm just making it for my friend. I think she's gonna love it. So yeah, what do you think about this? Let me know in a comment, and let me know if you have any question about this, and I'll get back to you. And again, you can use any oil pastel you like. You don't have to use what I'm using. I always like to say this is, you don't have to use the same material I'm using here. You can just use whatever you have. And I never tried using a crayons. I have a crayon, but I don't know. So you can also use a crayon. Why not? It might not look as pigmented as this one, but just for the test, just for the practice, just for you to just, you know, do some type of activity, and it's good for you. Alright, so again, thank you so much for watching this little cute small video, and again, I will be back again with some more painting, and I'm also working on my backyard, so I'll also show you once I'm done with that. So again, thank you for watching my video, and thank you for all the loves and for all the likes. So if you really like this video, give a big thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.